Good evening, everyone. So, as you know, now we are going to be working from Wednesdays through Tuesdays. So, today we will be starting Unit 3.3 Reading. So, teaching reading. Very good unit. Something that a lot of times in the classroom we feel like is a bit boring, not a lot of action, especially in the communicative language teaching approach. But reading, without a doubt, is the best way that we can expose our learners to language that they won't see outside of the classroom, and the best way to help them gain much more vocabulary than we can hope to expose them to in the classroom. Very good unit here. A lot of techniques, a lot of things hopefully you'll be able to apply in your current teaching practice. So let's start with the unit. So as always, first thing we do is we'll go over the recommended reading. Here's some published material if you can get your hands on that, and a couple of internet resources. Reading for Information, Motivating Learners to Read Effectively. Super good, this link, eh? And Reading for Change. Okay? Very good. Both of these are very, very, very good. Take the time to read both of those, please. Okay? So then we go back to our unit. And then we start in each one of our topic areas. So we start off looking at beliefs about reading, answer the questionnaire, and then we go. Then you are asked to go back to the forum. So here in the questionnaire, you'll see several topics. Okay, and so basically, what you're asked to do in the forum, beliefs about reading, is to choose one of those statements from the exercise that you feel the most strongly about and share your thoughts on it. Agree, disagree, and why. Okay. So then we'll scroll back, go back to our course unit, and then we start looking at what, why, and how learners read. Okay. So a lot of good information here about what we read, a resource, why we read, okay, and how we read, and then a good exercise here to work on. Here's another good resource with some feedback, reading strategies exercise, word cloud feedback, classroom activities to practice reading strategies. Much like listening, it's a pre, while, and post. That's a typical lesson stages. Real good PDF. Save that, download that, and save that. Very good information there. Okay. And there's some exercises to work on there too. Okay, get you to thinking. And then you're asked to go to your portfolio and answer these questions. And then we kind of start looking on. Now you're going to read a text and complete a post while pre-reading task. Okay. So basically, from here on, the rest of the unit, you're going to be thinking about how to design a reading task. Okay. I have divided you into 3 groups. We'll talk about that a little bit later here and work on a reading task. Okay. So basically, you look at your pre-reading, while reading, and post-reading. Okay. Here's the reading material, and here's the feedback to enter. This gives you some answers. Okay. So here we're going to plan a reading lesson. Okay. So these are 2 very good examples of lesson plans for a reading lesson. Okay. Very good lesson plan. Take a look at those. Okay. This link has lesson plans for beginners, pre-intermediate, upper beginner, intermediate, everything there, just on cheating, that same topic. Okay. So here now we come to where it's our turn. So then you go back here and you, first things first, you find out which group you're in and what you're going to be looking at. So if you go here back to the forum and you look at which group I'm in, I've divided you into 3 groups. pre-task, while reading, and post reading in each. Okay, so you're divided into 3 groups, and then you are asked to participate in a wiki. Okay, but first, before you do your participating, you think about this, because back in the document it said that, here, read the illiteracy resource. That's the text that you use for your plan. Okay, so think of a task to use at each stage of your lesson. So I've assigned you to a stage. Okay, so you need to think about learner activity, interaction patterns, and stage aims. And then as you're going along and planning, ask yourself, which reading strategy or strategies am I helping my learners develop? And this will help keep you focused. And you can always go back to that file that I told you to look at and use and download. Okay, so when you completed everything there, then you read. Okay, and then you go to your wiki. And in the wiki, here are the 3 areas. So group 1 works in the pre-reading, group 2 in the while reading, and group 3 in the post reading. Okay, and then once you get finished, be sure to come back to the forum regularly during the week and check out any opinions anybody's had, especially on their beliefs about reading. I'd love to see your thoughts there. And then finally, after you get through with your wiki, you need to do another exercise, and no assignment for this week, but if you'd like to add to the portfolio post that you made earlier, you can do so on how you felt, especially about this planning a reading lesson. Okay, so as always, I'll be available during the weekend. All you got to do, shoot me a mail or send me a message, and I'll get right back to you. Okay, have a wonderful week. I know you guys have been busy there in Chile. I've read from several of my moderator mates that it's a rough time there in Chile. Just hang in there. The only thing that I've noticed that I really would like to see pick back up is forum interaction. We were going very, very good. Everybody was really doing well, posting in the forums and interacting. And then I had to go on my trip when my son got married, and I hadn't participated much in the forums, and everything started going down from there. So I'm going to be there with you this week. So let's see some more forum posts. Let's see some interaction going. Okay, you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the course. Bye.